They were the kings of pop metal bands in the 1980s, and whether you saw Def Leppard on MTV or live in concert, it's probably the hair that you remember. Def Leppard's been playing for more than 20 years, starting out in the steel town of Sheffield, England, and eventually making their way to America in 1981. Their most successful album, 1987's Hysteria, spawned such classic hits as Love Bites, and Pour Some Sugar on Me. "16 years later, Def Leppard is still together for the most part, still putting out albums, still performing to sold-out crowds across the world.
Because we've always tried to put quality over quantity, which is why 10 records in 20 odd years is not really a lot, but we've always figured we'd be better off putting a good one out every 3 years than 3 mediocre ones once every year, you know. So I think maybe if you've got good songs, people remember them, and they transcend all trends and all that kind of stuff. And that's always been our aim.
The band's been through a lot in the last 20 years. Drummer Rick Allen lost his arm in a car accident in 1984 and had to learn to play the drums with the disability. In 1992, guitarist Steve Clark died from a drug overdose. But neither tragedy nor triumph inspires Def Leppard to get back in the studio to write another record.
We tend to write about experiences that are more a broader path that many people can, you know, gulp and go, yep, he's singing about me, or he's singing about us, not me just singing about one specific incident.
Def Leppard's toured with everyone from Sammy Hagar to Ozzy Osbourne. This year, they teamed up with Skid Row, a band Joe Elliot and crew left an impression on at the height of their stardom in the 80s.
Yeah, they were so kind to us because they had no idea who we were, and they were staying at the same hotel where our recording studio was. And they came down to the studio, and then as they were leaving the day after their show, they all came down and dropped off bottles of champagne for us, and you know, wished us good luck and congratulations. It was really such an amazing, you know, gesture on their part. We had no idea. We were just recording our first record, man. We're like, wow, you know, it was very cool.
Even though Def Leppard now seems far away from their party days in the 80s, in fact, most of the group is married with kids now, Joe Elliot says Def Leppard is here to stay.
Does it get old for you? Do you tire from it?
There's so many reasons to not stop. You know, I mean, within 9 o'clock at night when those lights go down, that feeling takes you back to being 16 again. There's no way that you could ever want that to go away.
The X Tour takes Def Leppard to the former Baltic republics of Latvia and Lithuania, as well as Russia, the band's first stop in the former Soviet republics. They hope to head back to the studio in January and start work on another album. The destination is Frankfurt, and I'm Kane Fairbaugh.